Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, we'll bring you to the LA Auto Show to show you the cars of the future. Then we'll take you to some Torrance businesses for their ribbon cutting ceremonies. Plus, we'll tell you how community college students can transfer to four-year colleges. And we'll show you how the Torrance Fire Department continues to maintain their top rating. These stories and much more just seconds away. Your local news starts right now. Hello everyone and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Chun. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. The LA Auto Show is currently taking place at the LA Convention Center. The big three automakers in Torrance, GM, Honda, and Toyota were there with the rest of the global car brands to show consumers what to expect in the coming year. Reporter Jacqueline Quinn takes us there.
The LA Auto Show is considered the kickoff for several other major car shows around the world. This year, more than 50 vehicles will be making their debut here, and the big three automakers in Torrance, GM, Honda, and Toyota, all put on quite a show, although reserved, as one analyst explains.
Overall, I wouldn't say exciting. There wasn't a lot of flashing lights and dancing girls and dry ice. It's more of a serious, conservative presentations that we've seen so far.
Even with less special effects, Chevy still made exciting announcements with the introduction of a brand new subcompact car, the Spark, and a high-horsepowered coupe, the ZL1 Camaro. Meanwhile, Honda unveiled a new plug-in electric Fit model available for lease only next year. It also debuted a completely redesigned CR-V, which is a compact SUV, and Torrance residents may start to see more Fit EVs on the road soon.
City of Torrance will begin testing a Fit EV next year in January timing, and various departments will be using the car to build up public infrastructure in Torrance.
While Toyota did not debut any new models, it had one of the largest exhibits boasting versatility from entry-level compact cars to mid-sized sedans.
The Los Angeles Auto Show is obviously close to our hearts because it's our home. So it is very important, and we try to put our best foot forward here. And we've had a really great response here this year, especially with all of our new product.
Analyst Michael Omotoso says most car makers are stepping up efforts to make cars more fuel efficient and safe, but they'll have to rely more on distinctive car styling to stand out.
If you have a unique design that captures people's attention and draws people into the showroom, that will help you as a brand to beat the competition.
Since its reintroduction in 2008, the Chevy Camaro has gone on to become the top-selling U.S. muscle car, even outselling Ford Mustang. And a lot of it has to do with its retro design.
Cadillac, to some extent, is going back to their glory days of when Cadillac was the top luxury brand in America. They launched the XTS, which is a large sedan, replacing the DTS and the STS from a few years ago.
Cadillac is GM's luxury brand. It unveiled a new sedan, the XTS, and also showcased the ELR, a high-end electric vehicle that goes on sale in 2014. And a lot of the ELR's engineering came out of the GM facilities in Torrance.
All of the electric energy, electric architecture development that was done and is being done at Torrance, all of that trickles down to vehicles like the ELR and the Volt.
And despite the more muted and toned-down presentations, Omotoso says the feedback at the show has been positive.
The optimism in the auto show shows that the automotive market is coming back after a very tough 2009 and 2010. 2011 we're expecting to be a good year, and 2012 should be an even better year.
According to J.D. Power and Associates, the latest sales figures for new car purchases are picking up in November, ending a 5-month-long slump. And auto manufacturers say they're hoping that this is a good sign that consumer confidence is coming back to the auto industry. For CitiCABLE 3, I'm Jacqueline Quinn.
Thanks, Jackie. And later in the show, we'll bring you more from the LA Auto Show. Well, here are some highlights from the most recent City Council meeting.
A few months ago, we introduced you to Trevor Payer and his battle with the effects of shaken baby syndrome. Well, Trevor was honored by the City Council at the recent meeting. The council declared December 2nd as Never Shake a Baby Day in the city of Torrance. Aggressive baby shaking in newborns and infants can cause head trauma and neurological damage. ExxonMobil donated $5,000 to the 8th grade leadership program. The program teaches kids how to make critical decisions in their lives with the help of instructors and the Torrance Police Department. 20 students were selected to participate in the 10-week program, which focuses on decision-making when it comes to drugs and alcohol, peer pressure, accountability, healthy relationships, and internet awareness. The donation will fund the 2012 program. And council set a hearing date for the proposed fee increase for the city's green waste recycling program. Despite many residents asking to be heard on the increase at the meeting, the public hearing will not be held until January 24th of next year. 2/3 of the city do not have green waste recycling. The increase would be $2.50 for residents who continue to use the 96-gallon size refuse container. Now, if residents choose to reduce the size of their container to 64 gallons, the increase would only be $1.50. That's on top of the current monthly fee of $23.58.
As the holiday shopping season gets into full swing, we have a new business to tell you about.
The top priority of everyone here in the California legislature is expanding businesses, creating new jobs for Californians, and getting our economy moving again.
And Warehouse Discount Center is playing their part by opening their newest location on Hawthorne Boulevard right here in Torrance. They recently held a ribbon cutting to welcome local shoppers. Besides appliances and plumbing fixtures, all of their 7 stores also feature housewares. They've grown their online business as well. Warehouse Discount Center opened their first location more than 30 years ago. And they may have opened their doors earlier this year, but they just recently held their ribbon cutting ceremony. The restaurant that put ordering by iPad on the map is right here in Torrance. Stacked in the Del Amo Fashion Center has been a hit, with locals looking for food well built. Their fast casual concept offers lots of options to stack your burger, pizza, or salad. Stacked first opened their doors at the end of May. The ribbon cutting means the restaurant is officially a member of the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce. A California distinguished school has more than just their academics to be proud of. Reporter Alexa Sita takes us to Magruder Middle School's rededication.
It looks a little better from the outside, doesn't it? Was it worth it? Okay, good, okay.
TUSD board member Don Lee is talking about the newly refurbished Magruder Middle School. As part of ongoing renovations to Torrance public schools, Magruder used bond money for measures Y and Z for upgrades. And while the renovations were taking place, students were forced to adapt to some unusual conditions.
When we temporarily located the lockers on campus, we forgot one thing. We forgot to put them in order. And there was no rhyme or reason as to where the lockers were. So you could have locker number 1 next to locker number 700.
But now the school has all new lockers, in the correct order, of course, along with upgraded classrooms and exteriors.
2, 3.
And while parents, students, and faculty are excited by the changes at the school, Mayor Scotto reminded everyone that the work doesn't end with Magruder.
Remember the excitement you have tonight, because in a couple of years, when we're asking you to vote for another bond for other schools, maybe rebuilding complete schools, we're going to ask you to vote for those.
For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Alexa Sita.
Thanks, Alexa. For more information on Magruder Middle School, visit TUSD.org. Up next, we'll bring you back to the LA Auto Show for the future of the car industry. Plus, we'll visit a publishing company hoping to help students prepare for standardized tests.
This financial advisor is being accused of committing one of the largest investment frauds in the history of the United States.
I guess we're not going to Aspen. That's fine. You see, I like tennis balls. He likes insider trading. So he's going to jail and I'm going to a shelter. And no, they're not the same thing. Shelters are for good pets that want to be adopted. Jails are for criminals. I've done nothing. Uh-oh. Okay, I stole a cheeseburger once. I'm my dog.
Be free. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad. Nice, Dad.
Charles!
Nice, Dad.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of siblings in foster care who'll take you just as you are.
Now let's go back to the LA Auto Show where reporter Hiba Samad shows us the green future of the car industry.
Taking all of those things that people love and then layering in this electrified experience.
And that's what 70 car companies set out to do, featuring their top-of-the-line green cars.
Green messaging now actually influences 51% of consumers in terms of putting a product on their consideration list, on their shopping list, because of green messaging. That's amazing.
With the green car trend at an all-time high, car brands are competing with unique green technology. I got a chance to ride in this Honda Civic natural gas car, which won the 2012 Green Car Award. And the great thing about this car is that it runs on natural gas, which is 30% cheaper than gasoline.
We've improved the range because the whole Civic lineup got better, fuel efficiency, and we've added the creature comforts that the average person might want.
And Honda is the only car manufacturer selling this type of car with nearly zero emissions.
It's the same thing that you use to cook in your kitchen when you boil a pot of water.
And with a high abundance of natural gas in Southern California, this kind of fuel is affordable.
You save on the fuel, you got a very clean vehicle, you can get carpool lane access.
Cars are not only competing in fuel efficiency, but also in technology.
Yes. Yes. Displaying stocks.
So as you can see, also uses casual voice recognition, so you don't have to robotically say stock or anything. You can speak to it as you would speak to a person.
Not only does Toyota's Camry hybrid technology stand out, so does its sleek look.
Mid-size car shape, it's very practical. It's got a lot of cool interior features.
And speaking of driving in style, the Passat hybrid has exclusive interior by Fender.
The Fender Premium Audio Sound System, and what's really cool about that is it's the first time that Fender has partnered to do a car audio system, and it's really just bringing the live concert experience into your vehicle.
Environment-friendly cars on the market has become a distinct movement in the marketing industry.
I can't recall the last time I saw a movement in marketing that had a growth factor of 25% in 1 year. So that's something that the automotive industry really needs to pay attention to.
Louise Miller says the research is big news and the awareness of green messaging has a strong influence.
Half of the consumers, more than half, are hearing those messages and saying, okay, that's enough to have put that model on my shopping list. That's big news.
An award was also given to Ford for Best Green Messaging, motivating automotive industries to keep up with competitive designs and innovative ideas. For CitiCABLE 3, I'm Hiba Samad.